Hey, it's Jason Kochis. I am back with a whole new inking video. This time I am inking a panel from my manga, which is called Koji Maru, and that'll be coming out very soon here. But this particular drawing that I'm inking is a replacement panel for one of the pages in my comic. It's actually page 7. Yeah, drew page 7 a little while back and just wasn't happy ultimately with how it ended up turning out. This particular face for Koji, I just felt like I could do a little bit better, so that's what I'm doing here. So I put the page underneath this piece of paper I have here, and then just got the loose dimensions of the panel, and then just started redrawing Koji within that size. I took it into Photoshop. After I had drawn the image, I took it into Photoshop and then just tweaked a little bit, something here and there, and then reprinted it again onto paper using blue ink. After printing it out, just started inking it in with the brush and India ink. If you've been enjoying my videos here, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me out a lot. And also, consider subscribing to my Patreon, where you can see all of the behind-the-scenes content of me working on this new comic book that I've created, as well as, other perks like join my sticker club, where I send you a sticker each month, anywhere in the world, for only $5. But you'll see more exclusive content like this, behind the scenes stuff. I'll give you sketches. Anything I'm pretty much working on, I put on Patreon at this point. You can also follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram. But for the majority of the stuff, I'm just putting it solely on Patreon. You'll get early access to videos like this. But back to what I'm doing on the screen, you can see that I'm rotating the paper around to get my hand at the appropriate angle so I can make the marks that I want to make. And if you haven't figured it out, this video is definitely accelerated. Can't draw or ink this quickly. And here I am going around the contour of Kochi's hair, so then I can come back and fill in with a bigger brush. And my reasoning for that is it's usually the bigger brush. I don't have as much control, so I want to have a little bit of a buffer between the edge of where I've inked and where I'm using the bigger brush. Yeah, it's been a long way getting to this point where I am really, really close to finishing the comic and releasing it. I have one convention appearance lined up, and that is the Atlanta Comic Convention, and that'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, I think it's called ATL Comic Convention. That'll be the first place that you can actually purchase in person my comic book. And right here, I'm going around with the Tombow brush pen to clean up the lines, give it a little bit more detail. Sometimes when I'm using the brush, it can get a little jagged for my standards, and I really want to, have it be pretty clean. I think that stems from me working with vector art, being a graphic designer and illustrator. I do a lot of stuff on the computer, and I'm used to the art being very clean and the lines being very clean. Just going around working on Koji's eye right now. Again, flipping the paper around to get it at the right angle. I'm doing the white ink. So sometimes what happens is, I may be using the brush and I'll go a little bit too far, a little bit over where I want to go. So I'm going to use the white ink here to clean up the lines or bring the lines, to a place where I want them to be. I can see a little bit on Koji's hair in the front there that I haven't gotten to, but I'm sure I'm working my way around to it. And I know a lot of this stuff can be done digitally as well, but I like, actually physically drawing and, having the brush and the Tama brush in hand. It just feels more natural than using the computer to draw, which I have done. And it is a lot quicker. I don't have to let the ink dry. I can just go right over it if I'm just doing it on the computer. And here we go. I've got the bigger brush now, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill in these big areas of Kochi's hair really, really quick. This took probably about a half hour to complete the whole drawing, to ink everything in. Thinking about it here, probably, I'm going to go back in with the Tama brush, a little bit of fine details. Almost there. And here we go. Here's the original sketch on the left, and then my inked version on the right. Again, this is going to replace a panel on page 7 of my comic. Again, please join me on Patreon if you want to support me. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.